Well, ladies and gentlemen, even mainstream media is calling it the rise of Google's robot army. The rise of the machines. Google, search and destroy, rise of the robot animals, as they've now bought 4 in the last week and now 4 more, so 8 robot companies in the last week as Google makes the executive decision to literally buy up almost all serious humanoid or animal-type combat-capable, in the future, robot systems. And we told you that was coming. The French socialists have announced they're going to phase out humans in factories, and the government's going to direct tax incentives to move to robots. The Chinese at Foxconn factories building the Apple products with the lowest pay in the nation on average for industrial workers, factory workers, with forced abortions, forced drugging, 18-hour workdays, suicide nets, beyond a dystopic novel. Beyond 1984, ladies and gentlemen. They are racing to replace humans and make us obsolete using our tax money and our energy to build the structure to remove us from the equation. They are consciously making the decision to corner the market, to shut down farming and ranching, to make us dependent as a tool of absolute siege and control. And they are racing to try to entertain and dumb down the general population so that they think it's cool and acceptable, and so they go along with it. And now at Foxconn in China, they are replacing the humans factory by factory. Last time I checked, there's 15 million robots on order. 5 million got delivered earlier this year, and they are replacing the humans with the robots. And I don't mean programmed welding robots that weld a certain design of car or vehicle. I mean robots that replace humans to then ship the iPads, the iPhones, the children's toys, the melamine-covered cutlery, the pharmaceuticals, all of it to then be shipped to the U.S., where we ourselves are being deindustrialized, where we ourselves are being removed from jobs and being given welfare to live in government-financed hovels. They're actually owned by private interest and administered by J.P. Morgan Chase towards the final equation, total social engineering control under Agenda 21, and then the release of superbugs, both man-made and also allowed to develop, to wipe out large portions of the population. And on every front, there are thousands of points every single day out there in front of everyone that show where this is happening, how everything is done to shut us down. Everything is done to shut down our industry and only allows select corporate Fortune 500 and Fortune 100 and Fortune 20 allied, connected, interlocking corporations to operate. They are totally exempt from regulations and taxes on almost every front. They write the regulations, they implement the system, and it is designed in an economic takeover program to absolutely leave you destitute. And when they're done, they'll change the actuaries. When they're done bankrupting poor people and moving on to middle class now, then they're going to bankrupt the nouveau riche, the independent wealthy. And then they're going to dial up taxes and regulations to bankrupt that next group. There is no way mathematically to escape them unless you take them out politically. There is no way to beat their supercomputers. There is no way to beat their surveillance system. There's no way to beat their dark geniuses with their dark logic. There is no way to beat them but having a break with them and literally at a spiritual, physical, financial level declaring them from a trumpet to be our enemies. You either admit it or you succumb to it. Ask yourselves, what are you doing in this time of great challenge? What are you doing to unlock minds?